Hi everyone, so today in this short video tutorial, we'll see how to add crop protection products to your account in yieldsApp. Now, basically, yieldsApp comes with a large database of crop protection products, but it might happen that some products are not in your available in your account, and you can simply add them to your database. So all you need to do is from the side menu, go to pesticides over here, and you can select all, and this will bring you to this screen over here where you can see all the available products, crop protection products in your account. And what you want to do is to add a new one, you just click on add a new. This will open this slider over here where you can see there are 4 simple steps. We have general information, crop use directions, pre-harvest interval, and additional information. So I'm now on the general tab. Over here, we select the type, insecticide, fungicide, herbicide, etc. The manufacturer, you can either select the manufacturer from a list, or if it's a manufacturer does not appear here, you can just type the name and click on create over here, and this will create it as a manufacturer. Now, manufacturer field is a mandatory here. Now the commercial name, right? So let's put here an example. Pesticide. And a registration holder, not a mandatory field. You want to select the formulation, right? Let's say EC in this case. And the re-entry interval over here. Let's go for 12 hours here. And then what you want to do is to select the active ingredient or active ingredients. You can select multiple active ingredients. Let's go for abamectin, right over here. Now the nature or the type of this product will be determined by the active ingredient, which means that if it's an organic or biological, the system will already know it. It will automatically identify it and will actually categorize it as the right type of product, right? Whether biological, organic, etc. Then what we want to do, we want to enter the concentration. Now here we have different units, right? And so let's put here 1.8%. If I want it available, I keep it as unavailable, and I click continue. Now over here, this is a very important step, right, that you don't want to miss. Over here, we basically add the crop use directions as indicated on the label. So we select the crop, right? So let's select the crop. Of course, this all must coincide and be in accordance to the label. So don't relate specifically to the data that I just enter now, right? It might be incorrect, and I'm selecting the pest. Let's say spider mite here. And now, if it's the same crop use directions for different pests on the same for the same crop, then you can select multiple pests here as well, right? Then the application type, whether spray, drench, evaporation, aerial, or drip. Let's keep it on spray. Application rates can be in different units. In US units, of course, you'll get the gallons and ounces, etc. So over here, let's select say milliliters per hectare, right? I'll put a range, in accordance to the label. Let's say from 100 to 300 milliliters per hectare. And then the application in volume. Let's go for 800 liters per hectare. And you can also select the timing of application, whether it's any, which is the default option, but then you can have, you'll see here the growth stages, the development stages of the crop, and it can be specified here at which growth stages this pesticide should or can be applied, this crop protection product. let's now go for any application interval. Again, in accordance to the label, let's say 7 days. This is in days, right? And the maximum number of applications, right? Let's go for 4 here. Now, maximum number of applications is a mandatory field. As you'll see, the add button will be enabled only once I enter the maximum number of applications. Application interval is not mandatory, right? I'll skip consecutive applications right now, explain it in a different opportunity. And very important now to click on the add button. Only then it adds it. So I click on the add button and then it's here. All right. Later I can remove or edit this information. Now, if I want to add another crop, I can select another crop. If I want to add a different pest with or disease or whatever with a different application rates, so I can just reselect the crop and select the different pest or different application and whatever. All right, once I've done that, click on continue. I'll have it goes to the next tab, and here I can define the pre-harvest interval, right, of this product. Let's put here 8 days, for instance. It's also in days, and I hit continue. Of course, if we added more crops, we'll see more crops on this list, right? I click continue, and here some of the information will be automatically inherited from the properties of the active ingredient, as I mentioned before, like toxicity also. But don't forget to add the regions, okay? If you don't add a region, or it could be region or countries, right? Then it will not show up for the fields in your account which are in this country or region. So that's a very important parameter to define here. So let's say here we go to USA, United States. All right, so I click USA. So in this case, now the system knows it's available in the US. All right, otherwise it will not be used. Right, I can add additional countries. Let's say the same product is also used in Mexico. So I'll select Mexico over here. I can change the toxicity definitions, which again are inherited from the active ingredient properties, but you have here different options that can be added. Spraying environment, some crop protection products can only be used outdoors in open fields, and some just in greenhouses, so we can select that, or any. Spray solution pH, not obligatory, not mandatory, but you can add that. Registration number, also not a mandatory field. You can add this, price, packing, handling and precautions, right? Different instructions. And you can upload a scan, right, of the label. All right. Now, as you can see, this all the mandatory fields here are the countries, which again you can save it without, but then it will not show up. And for the specific fields, and that's it. Basically, spraying environment will be selected by default as any. So now I can save this pesticide, this crop protection product. It doesn't have to be necessarily have to be pesticide, and then it's added to my account. So if now I'll search, for example, right, it will appear over here. I can mark it as available or as not available. Right, if it's not available, then it will not be used for recommendations. And of course, can edit, remove, etc. Clone. That's all. This is how we add a crop protection product to the system. Thank you.